Hey there gang, it's Ange here. We're talking about anger management, and just before I get into that funny story, I had to use a couple of those tools to get this video done. Gorgeous husband on the other side of this camera having some lighting issues, and it was all about, well, how can we make this better? So as I show you some of the Kick-Arse tools that I use in anger management, and I've picked these up through the years to give to you, know that they get used daily by me. A couple of them just before we pressed record on this video. So the very first thing I find myself I need to do when I'm feeling really hot and bothered and angry is I need to put my hair back, okay? Essentially, I need to get my hair back. I need to remove bulky items. If I'm wearing jackets and things like that, I kind of need to get them off me. And there's a reason for that. We start to feel flustered when we've got all this stuff flapping against our body. It kind of, imagine it turns up the dial on those feelings, those emotions, that bubbling anger, it turns up our sensitivity dial to that. So I generally put my hair up and take off any loose clothing that's just flapping around. Necklaces that are like, if we wear those dangly, like long beaded necklaces, those things as well. Then I want you to remember that anger is a normal emotion, okay? It's good to get angry. It's cathartic to get angry. The secret is to notice when you're angry and take yourself away and deal with it. Because unfortunately, myself included, we get angry at things that we're not actually angry about. We let the anger explode out of us at times when it's probably just the straw that broke the camel's back, when really there were probably a whole heap of other things that occurred earlier on in the day, last week, last year, that we've let bubble up or fester, and now they're boiling over the top. Okay, so first of all, I want you to get to know your body. How do you feel when you first feel that emotion of anger? For me, I generally feel like my scalp's getting tight, my shoulders like start hunching up, and my body starts getting restricted. I often feel that my body temperature starts getting warmer. So the best friend you have is to start noticing your body when it first gets triggered by anger. That way you won't have to use the rest of the tools I give you, right? Because now you're like nipping it in the bud. When you notice that emotion, close your eyes down and breathe. And I run through a dialogue in my head and say, yep, I'm angry. Yep, I see you, anger. Where am I feeling you most? And I kind of compartmentalize that in my body. So I envision that I'm now putting it in a box. And I keep breathing, and I breathe light, because once you put a light on something, it can no longer hide. So I'm imagining there's a light shining on that place in my body where that anger is being stored, and I keep breathing until it dissolves, because it does. Emotions last for 90 seconds. I'm going to say that one more time. Emotions last for 90 seconds. If you gift yourself A, the presence of knowing when you've been triggered, and B, the gift of taking yourself away and giving yourself that 90 seconds to A, notice your emotions, B, see it, feel it in your body where it is, and breathe it out, it's gone. What makes us get angry for longer, and that could be like an hour, 24 hours, 23 days, 23 years or more, is the stories we bring to it. So just pay attention, like, what's going on? Like, what stories? Are they true? Stand up and question yourself. Do they mean anything to me right now? It happened 6 years ago. Am I willing to let that go to be happy now? Question that. Yeah? So that was tool number one. Tool number two is the power of distraction. Now, I learnt this one from a child psychologist that I had to see back when my second daughter, I think she may have been 2 or 3. And she said to me, when you get angry, go to your drawer in the kitchen. You know, the one that's got the wooden spoon and every other dingle dangle thing that we probably never use? That drawer in your kitchen where all your kitchen utensils are? Take everything out until you find the wooden spoon. Now, I was slightly horrified because I was like, oh my God. She goes, but by the time you find the wooden spoon, which generally has made its way to the bottom of the drawer, you have processed some of that emotion. It's diffused. Why? Because it's taken you probably 90 seconds to breathe through that. Okay? So look for the wooden spoon in your kitchen utensil drawer. Tip 2. Tip 3 would be go outside and sort out your laundry pegs. You know, the clothing pegs? They come in colours, they come in wood, they come in different shapes. Sort them out into groups. You've distracted your brain enough now. You've taken that time to breathe that it kind of takes the fuse out of the bomb of anger, okay? So we've done breathing. We've done distracting yourself by finding your wooden spoon in your kitchen utensil drawer. 3 is go out and look at the kitchen laundry pegs. Now, let's just say none of that worked. If none of it's worked, shit. You're not at simmering anymore. You're at freaking boiling. Well, remember that wooden spoon works a treat. Take it up to your bedroom. Close the door. And I'm going to ask that the camera get turned around with me, because what we're going to do is come to my bedroom pillow. I want you to let it go. Let those emotions go. I'm losing my voice here. Let's get angry about it. Let's use it. What I want you to do is harness that anger. Bring it to mind and then start dashing your pillow and letting it out. This is what I'm angry about. This is what I don't like. This is what it's about. Let it out. It is like the most exhilarating feeling. You've acknowledged in your body, you've validated for yourself that you're angry. 2, you've given it expression. You've allowed it to come out of your body, okay, through an implement whilst you're hitting really hard and getting really freaking angry with the pillow, okay? And often then I need to like almost throw myself back on the bed and just take 5, okay? When you let it out, it can't stay in anymore. And then you can open up the door and go, well, now I'm fine. Now I'm good. What do I want to feel now? You get to choose how you feel next. I'm going to say that again. You get to choose how you feel next. So there's a heap of tools for you. This one, bashing on the pillow, like if that's your go-to, make it your go-to. If you need to scream in the shower and put the music up really loud, make that another tool for you. However, process the emotion. You are a human being. And remember, we all make mistakes. Every single one of us. But don't let that keep you stuck for the next however long. Acknowledge the emotion, breathe. Maybe if you've hurt somebody, go and say sorry to them, but after you've processed the emotion first. We don't want it to accidentally boil over onto those we love or hurt our future in any way, okay? Hope these helps. Drop a comment, let me know. Love you much. Bye.